G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to Man Cave Tuesday. Hope you all had a ripper week. What do we got going on in this video? A new type of firelighter. I get the new power cable for the power bank and I do a DIY bag. I go firewood collecting in the bush and I talk about that new little electric chainsaw thingy that I got. And something a little bit different, pancakes in the kitchen. All right, let's check out these firelighters. Rightio guys, so I've got a new way of having a fire lighter, fire starter, whatever the hell you want to call it. On one of those videos where I was doing the bloody little fire stuff or whatever, a lot of people, quite a few people mentioned about having an inner tube. So if you've got an old inner tube, cut off some of this and you actually burn the rubber as a fire lighter. And I reckon it worked pretty good. So I thought, let's give it a shot. Now, I've actually already tried this. I cut off this, let's cut it off. So here we go, we've got the inner tube. We're just going to basically cut a piece off there, cut that there, make a couple of squares like that. Now you could just use that. Now what I found was when I used it, I had it down on the ground and lighting it, because it's so flat, it doesn't burn as well. So that gave me the thought that maybe if we then just add a cut in there and using two of them. Now the beauty of these is that they're tiny, like that takes up no room. It's waterproof obviously, but if we now join these together like that, hey presto, check that out. Rightio, so that's it, that's the deal. That is our fire lighter. Packs down, waterproof. There's nothing that's gonna, you know, peel off or make things dirty or whatever. You can just stick that anywhere, it doesn't matter. Now, I've chopped up a little bit of wood to represent some twigs out in the bush. Let's see how it works. Rightio, so here is the little thing. Get out my little torchy bloody, give that a bit of a burn. And straight away it starts burning. It's a bit stinky. I'll get this side going. That's a fire lighter. So, hopefully, if we put some of these on, something like that. Hopefully that's now going to burn away. There we go guys, that is doing the trick. Bloody brilliant. Well there you go guys, so if you've got an old inner tube, cut it up into some bloody pieces. What have I, oh, get that around. Yeah. Cut it up like that, put those little, if you do that thing where it sits like that, it just makes it burn so much easier, as you saw. But yeah, great little emergency thing. Just stick them in the bottom of your tank bag or your saddle bag or whatever. You know, I will still use my fire lighters that I do, whether it's the cotton wool with the petroleum jelly, all those ones that I buy, the red ones pre-packed. They're just so simple to use. But yeah, if have an emergency, I can always burn one of those. No room, brilliant. Rightio guys, so if you remember when I was having trouble trying to get Harry the Boulevard C50 started, and I brought out my Anki power bank jump starter thing, so just so you can see it, so it's an Anki one, it's 8,000 milliamp hours, had it for quite a while and it works brilliantly. But the problem that I was having is, with this that came with it, there's a loose wire in there. And you have to get it at the right thing for it to then work. And then of course, in that video, this thing broke as well. So it was time to get a new one. Now, this broke for a very good reason. Not because it's a crap one, or it's a Chinese made one, or anything like that. The problem is, how I'd carry this is I just put this in this little bloody stubby holder thing just like that. with the little chargy thing there, and then this would just get put into the bottom of the saddle bag, and then of course I'm on max the bloody DR650, jumping around and jamming things, pulling it out, putting it back in. And obviously, you know, I've had this at some stage, it's been kinked, jammed some stuff in there, and I've wrecked the wires. So I don't think it's any fault of the product, it's just my bad handling of it, which I'm going to fix, and I'll show you. So I went on eBay, got myself one of these, $9.90, Australian, free shipping, brilliant, here it is. Now this brings me to something that whenever I buy something, I always make sure I test it. So whether I buy a gas stove, or you know, I buy the little adapter thing, something like that, or I buy a tent or whatever, I always test it in the backyard, in the man cave before. I never buy something and go, yep, got it, cool, pack it in my bag, and then the first time I'm going to use it is when I'm out in the middle of friggin' nowhere. And I think a lot of people do that. I don't know why. They just, I've learned, maybe because I'm old and grey, I've learned over the years that not just because you bought something brand new doesn't mean that the one that you got might have been that one dodgy one that got through their quality control. So I've got to test this. I don't have a flat battery to test it on. I'm thinking, let's try and test it. So the simple way that I'm going to test it is I've got my battery checker, Duvalaki, because all I've got to know is that I'm going to get the power. So there's power in this, that the power's coming out of this. So if I put the old one back on here, so by rights, oh see, it was just flashing then because, oh there you go. Alright, there you go. So hook that on there, buddy, whack that on there, and I'm getting some power. Oh, that's interesting. I'm actually getting some power, but I'm not getting enough power. I don't know if you guys can see that. So there is slightly some power. That's really weird. Alright, so I know this one is dodgy. Now this one, the new one, whack it on there, that on there, and that on there, and hey presto, booyah, I can see that power's coming through. I know now that these cables are going to be right. Of course, unless someone out there tells me that, no Mark, that doesn't prove that it works. I don't know, but for my brain, power's coming through, it should work. So now this thing here can go in the bin. Now what am I going to do to stop this from doing the same bloody thing? And my simple idea was to put it in some type of container, but the whole thing, the more bags and containers and bits and pieces that you put around these things just takes up so much more space. But I'm going to have to do it. So I looked around and I found an old, I keep all, when tents come in bags or bits and pieces that I buy, if it comes in a bag, normally I don't use those bags. I have a big container in that shed that's just full of all these different types of bags. So then when I'm looking for a bag, I go there and hey presto, here's an old first aid kit, which I reckon should fit this in. And then the beauty is that whatever's not, it'll squash down like that. And then I'm going, well, I have a first aid kit, and it's kind of like not the smart idea to have that in there, because then someone might be needing first aid. They're going to be going into here, and then it's like, oh no, where's the other? Do you know what I mean? So let's see if it fits in. Rightio, let's open this up. Simple little thing, so that goes in there. That's the little charging thing to charge the power back up in there, and then of course I need those to do the jump starting. So that all fits really well, actually. That's pretty good. So hopefully that should keep those cables in a way, and they won't get caught or jammed between something. Now I've got to work out what the hell how am I going to get rid of this first aid shit. Boom, there you go guys. That is it, done deal. So I just used spray paint. I used the Rust-Oleum camo stuff that I got imported in from America ages ago. Sprayed it up. I've done this before on bags. I've done it on the postie bikes just recently. It holds up really good. And then just rip that on there. So there's no confusion between this and the first aid kit. And this makes me happy. And that's all that really matters. Rightio guys, so we are out looking for firewood, and I tell you what, it's right at the end of the season. It's the 27th I think today of June, and this month, so I've only got a couple of days to try and find some extra firewood. But I'll tell you what, there's not much bloody left around here. I've still got a long way to see through all this stuff, and I'm only after the little stuff, so I'm hoping that you know, the real firewood collecting people have left me some small stuff to get. So anyway, we'll find some and get the bloody chainsaw out and away we go. Oh, gee, that's a bit of a rough thing. Righto. Rightio guys, so I reckon I found just some bloody small stuff. But it's really all I need. It's just the small stuff is perfect for that little fire in the man cave. So I reckon about here. Rightio guys, so on to the next spot. Try and find a few more bits and pieces. See, I tell you what, that saw does a bloody good job for what it is. I reckon we might find some stuff here. Oh, there you go guys. I reckon that's the legal amount. Oh, I could most probably screw in a little bit more, but what you're allowed to do, this is a 6x4 trailer. I think there's a meterage or whatever, but basically a level 6 foot by 4 foot trailer per day is what you can get. So if you can stack this as neat and use up as much, that's what you can do. Brilliant. All right, coffee time. Rightio, I reckon we're bloody cooking there. Rightio. Well, there you go, guys. So that was a bit of fun coming out, doing a bit of wood cutting. I mean, this is all fun for me. This is not a necessity. This is giving me a bit of bloody exercise, bit of free wood for the man cave bloody shed. Obviously, I'm not relying on this for our general heating, so this small stuff, yeah, it obviously doesn't last that long if you are using it all the time. But for me, you know, every now and then, bloody whacking in the man cave and getting it heated up works bloody fantastic. Oh, I even brought myself some Anzac biscuits. Nothing. All I can hear of myself is munching. So the wood that I've got is a mixture of iron bark and stringy bark. The iron bark, and I don't know if you can see that tree right behind me, that's the iron bark. The bark on it is just so thick, it's crazy. Apparently I remember someone actually commenting saying that down in Melbourne, they paid bags of this iron bark, and it's friggin' everywhere here. Crazy. And they buy the iron bark for smoking, like smoking meat and bloody sausages and stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, a bit of exercise, free wood, get out into nature, clear the brain. Bloody good shit. I've set myself up pretty good, you know. I mean, having this whole support vehicle thing set up for doing the rambles, but then me and Nate can go do a little bit of four-wheel driving. You know, we've moved, I don't know how many friggin' houses using this trailer. You know, dirt, all the stuff around the house. Bloody, didn't plan it to be that way. It's just worked that way. I've really got me money's value out of everything. How's that? Really? Don't know who it is. Hello, Mark speaking. So just showing you, that's the, what do you call it, the iron bark. And this stuff here is the stringy bark. They're obviously a gum tree, but if you peel that, it just kind of like goes off in, that's the idea of the stringy bark. Rightio, so I suppose I should tell you where I am, and that's in Welsford Forest, and we're right near where the army has an ammunitions dump. So when you look at it from Google, it's right in my bloody eyes. Here it is, you can see it. So you can see all those bare spots. So the idea behind that is that you don't put all your ammunition in one spot so that when the enemy comes, they go boom and blows it all up. They've got to actually drop it in. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. So that's where we are. All right, well, there you go. That's it. Done deal. Back to the man cave. Rightio, guys, so we're back in the man cave. This is the next day. I've moved all that wood from the trailer into the backyard, stacked it up, and I know some of you guys are going to be asking, Mark, what is that bloody chainsaw, what model it is, and how long does the battery last? Let's go and have a look. Actually, guys, before we head out there, I've got to do this. I'm not trying to sell this bloody chainsaw. I'm not saying to say it's the best one or anything like that. This is just what I'm using. I'm sure there are much better bloody chainsaws, whether they're Husqvarnas or Stills or petrol or not. I'm just showing you what I'm using. That's it. Rightio, so here it is. It's a Ryobi brushless. That's the key thing with this one, because I used to have the one before this. You can get them brushless or not brushless. I had one that had the same bar inch. I think it's 40 centimeters. I don't know. It's 10 inch, 254 millimeters, so 25.4 centimeters long. My old one had the same bar. I believe in America they have 12-inch bars, but here in Australia I could only find the 10-inch bar. Everything else is exactly the same. Oh, apart from the brake. In America they don't have that brake. It must be a law here in Australia that we must have it, even though it is an electric one. Don't know what the deal is. I really like that other one, but this, they made some changes, and I gave the other one away to Brody, which is Matt's brother, and I just thought, no, I want to get this. It's being brushless. It's going to it gets you a bit faster. You get more power out of it. So it weighs about 5 kilos. It's, what do we say, Ryobi brushless 10-inch bar. Get it from Bunnings. If you buy just the chainsaw, it's $249, or you can buy the pack where you pay $299. You'll get the chainsaw, a battery, and we know the batteries are worth $99, so I paid $50 extra and got a battery. So that's a bloody bargain if you ask me. And I think it comes with a charger as well. I've got chargers up the wazoo. Why do I use Ryobi? Because all the power tools, battery operated ones that we have here are Ryobi. It's not because I'm brand loyal or anything like that. It's just like all these batteries just work in all the different things that we have around here. So every time I go to look at it, I always go for the Ryobi because of the batteries. Basically, that's it. All right. So this, all that wood over there that you saw in the trailer, it took one of these batteries, and I think it was on the last piece or last couple of pieces it ran out. In actual fact, this is the second battery that I put in, and if I press that button, I don't know if you can see that. Ah, stupid. It's still full, is what it is. So the difference over the old one is that this is brushless, you get more power, bar's the same, but they've also got it so that the battery is profiled better, whereas the other battery on the old one used to stick out. So from a balance point, it was never an issue. It's just a better design. What was the other thing? Oh, and the other major thing was the oil. So I filled this up. To do that, I filled this up. I only used like a quarter of the oil that was in there, but it automatically feeds onto this, whereas the old one, it was here, and you had to push the cap, and that would push the oil out. So you'd have to remember to keep doing that. So there you go. That's the deal. If there's any other questions, put it in the comments. Sorry guys, I thought of some other stuff that people will ask. If I had my time over again, would I buy it again? Yes, I would buy it. I've used it on the Ramble. Now, whether you could put this on the back of your motorbike when you go camping, it's a bit unrealistic. I wouldn't do it. I don't think so. Might be a challenge accepted. What else was there? For the odd using it around the bloody backyard, the front yard, going out getting a little bit of wood, or when you go out camping, it's brilliant. You don't have to worry about bloody, carrying the petrol along. Like, that just gets chucked in the back of the Jeep wherever. There's no stinky petrol. The other thing with this Model 2 was that you can keep the oil in there. You don't have to drain it. The other one, you had to drain it out because it would slowly leak out. On the last Ramble where I took that, I had it in the trailer, and it got tumbled around a bit, and there was oil that did come out of it. But if it's stationary, like in the Jeep, no worries at all. Sitting at home in the back shed, not a problem. Never leaks any oil. All right, I think that's as much as stuff I can think of. Rightio guys, something a little bit bloody different. I've got some leftover pancake mixture, so gonna do some pancakes, but I wanted to try it with the lemon and the sugar. Nay's just coming in from the what's Nay up to in the woodshed? What have you been up to in the woodshed?
Making stuff out of wood.
Like she always is. This lemon come off the lemon tree out the back. It's got a little bit of a dodgy thing on it, but it's fresh as a lemon. Alright, so I wanted to try the lemon and the sugar, and I was going to give Nace a try at that as well. So let's just quickly cook up some pancakes. Rightio guys, so we'll whack on a bit of butter. Smooth it all around. Did you see me fancy flipping there? Then I'll give this old lemon a bit of a cut. Hey, that looks alright. Smells good. So, I'll squeeze, whoa, squeeze that on like that. Throw on a bit of sugar. I don't know how much. Looks pretty good. Rightio. Let's see what this tastes like. Oh, that's like sour, sweet, sour, sweet. I think I might have put a bit too much lemon on that. Yeah, a bit too much lemon. That works. I still like my maple syrup though. Well, I'll bang out another one. Nay should be back in again and give her a test. Righto guys, so Nay's, you're being filmed. You're being filmed. I'm just cooking another pancake.
Fatty.
I need to finish on a maple syrup one.
Oh, you didn't like the lemon?
I think I put too much lemon.
Oh, so what'd you do? Lemon and...
I put butter, lemon, and then sprinkled sugar on it.
Oh, and sugar.
Yeah, but I put quite a bit of. I squeezed that lemon, and it just really came out.
I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta have sugar, otherwise it'd be too sour.
I'm going to try it without the sugar first.
Oh, okay. And obviously that's the lemon off the tree.
Ah, marvellous.
Like when I was eating, it was like sour, sweet, sour. I was getting the hits.
Ah, I like the lemon.
Well, then you've got to try some of the sugar.
Okay. But it'll ruin it.
We'll just put it on a little bit.
Is that enough?
Yep. Because
Yeah.
you'll get the texture as well. Because I'm a chef, you know.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sweet.
I prefer it without it though. Just
Yeah.
the lemon.
Yeah. All right, hey baby, I've got the old flip on the guys have seen me do the flip.
Ah.
Hoppa! There we go. Got it again.
Okay, you can turn that around now.
All right, turn it around. Whoop! There you go on me. No, that's.
Did you show them our new sign?
Oh, apparently Nays, the new sock we got. Nays made another one of that. No, it's a different
It's a different one.
different one, same style.
Same technique.
Technique. Hang on. So for along the lines of what's Nay up to in the woodshed. Oh, hang on. Jesus, get that off there. I don't want to burn me. Oh, honey. Oh God. There it is. It's all right. Hang on. Oh, saved it. What's Nay up to in the wood shop? There's a new sign that she's done for us. That's not kind of like it looks funny in the camera, but so that's the Whistle Stop Cafe, as in the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. Whistle Stop Cafe. I shouldn't do that while you're eating, should I? Yeah, there you go. Oh, Jesus. What's the matter? You don't eat pancakes, dog?
Give us some lemon.
Rightio, Fatty's in town. Get out the old maple syrup. I don't know what the Americans, I don't know if that's a brand they know. Queen, who knows. Apparently I've got someone sending me some special maple syrup, which I'm very eager to try out. Out of the way. Roll that up. Oh. You just can't beat that. Pancakes, maple syrup, nothing else. Done deal. Righto guys, back to the man cave. Rightio guys, I got something in the mail this morning and it's actually from my dad. I'm going to put my short lookers on. Boom. Now, here it is. It's a Christmas card. I'm thinking, oh my lord, my dad's bloody lost the plot. But, here we go. This is pretty cool. He says, well, hello Mark, with a little star. I know it's not Christmas yet. It's great to be home and in my bed. Dad and Kathleen, his wife, have been travelling around America, Canada, I can't remember all the places. Here is your lucky $1 note. Boom. Look at that. And it actually says on there, Mark's lucky $1 note, Dad, 2019. Hopefully that's, there we go. Thanks, Dad. Now, it comes with instructions. Here is your lucky $1 note. Wave it in the air and your dreams will come true. I have been a bit sick, but things are better now. Dad. Well, Dad, thank you very much. This, I'm waving it and there's a dream. Dad's a bit crook at the moment and yeah. So Dad, hope comes true. Rightio guys, here's a little sneak preview. I'm going to show you this next week and that is the big sign there. Tell you how we got that. And I've started work on the shack. Cool. You're filming, aren't you? I lost my throttle. Well, there you go, guys. That is Man Cave Tuesday done and dusted for another week. Hope you all enjoyed it. Now, I will have a video out, bike talk. I had Dave and Neil in the middle of their big outback bloody trip coming. They've got an Africa Twin and a DR650. Have a bit of a chat with them and then go through all the mods on their bike. Next week on Man Cave Tuesday, Nay's not your average wife. Now she came home from a shopping. I was out here just mucking around. She comes home, and you'd think that the wife comes home and goes, "I've got the dress and it was on sale, 300% off or something like that." Well, she came home with something that absolutely blew my mind. It came from Aldi. Not expecting her to have this, but the price of this goddamn thing is just mind-boggling. All right, that'll be next Man Cave Tuesday. All right, guys, remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.